Hey, it's the doctor. In this newsletter, what I will be talking about is the importance of developing more of a work mentality when you're in everyday life. There is a lot of importance of work in everyday life, but it's not the same work you think. It's not physical labor work, because all types of physical labor work are fractally part of work. In essence, talking about the non-hierarchical version of work that stabilizes economies, allows recontextualizations of citizenship, equality, liberty, justice, independence, allowing you to have a refreshing appearance philosophically and dynamically, not entirely focusing on philosophy, but itself learning from the history that we've already dealt with. If we ain't learning from history, we are repeating issues that are happening in the past, but they don't exactly repeat as we think they do. And they don't exactly rhyme either. They're more like echoes. Echoes throughout time and space. Ripples. Cracks in the space of time. Why do they occur? Why are they there? I'm not sure. But we are here to stop and prevent such outcomes, or at least foster creativity from the work we do, to build better economies, build better infrastructure, betterment, until we don't need the betterment, until we have our own self-sustaining propulsion to focus on the smaller details, or not small or big details, more like a stretch, or fractal-like behavior. Might get chaotic after a while, but the continuous dilemma is without work you sort of lack purpose. But me as a person, I don't have a sustained purpose, but I still continue to do things no matter what. Right now, I don't have a job or anything. I just, every day, continue to make videos, even if they're silly or not. But I have a lot of goals for what I want to accomplish, even though I don't set it in stone or write it down all the time. There's stuff I tend to focus on. And the self-sustaining propulsion that ends the turmoil that I witness within my mental scape gives me the opportunity to think outside and inside the box through a self-sustaining paradox, which is not paradoxical but used as data. So paradoxes in business structure allow data to be shown. Errors in business and problems in conflict arise, but it's necessary for a business to grow. It's not about integrating the shadow aspect in Carl Jung's psychology, but it's about recognizing that not everything is purely psychological in the way you see it. There's many epithets of the mind, many strategic ways of thinking. But it is necessary so you can make jobs fun again. There was a time where jobs were really fun, where you didn't have to make it so stressful. You can enjoy your job and do it. And but as you age, they say it gets harder and harder, but I kind of disagree on that. I think as you age, it gets easier and easier in some areas, harder in some areas. See, that's that dynamic wave-like behavior. It's not that. It's not linear. When we focus on that line so much, we fail to access the deeper recesses of time that we have stored around us. And paying attention to that time is how you can work harder and more physically able. With work, we can grow small businesses, and small companies can grow. Big companies can strategically try to compartmentalize but never do it accurately. But the small businesses are what thrive. The big companies are kind of what we use to deal with the temporal mechanics of time, where we just deal every day-to-day life watching the show the big companies give us, playing the games the big companies give us, instead of actually performing and creating our own type of mechanics of machinery, our own types of games, our own types of media, all of that, which could be possible in the future, but I'm not really sure. Even that, so it's like that. So all I gotta say is work is important, and keep in touch, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.